Follow USN's 3 steps to build a super lean body with USN Pure Protein, Fedrocut XT and Creatine X4. USN, it's all about results. From a master in the saddle to a force to be reckoned with at marathons, Jock Green is an all-round sports gentleman. Graeme met up with him near his home in Gauteng to hear more about his celebrated career.
Right, Jock, well, just spending a few minutes outdoors here in our beautiful country, you can understand the motivation to get out onto the trails. But your journey, of course, has been slightly different. Let's take a few steps back. Take me through your pro career in a nutshell.
Okay, firstly, I think as any normal South African kid growing up, rugby, soccer, running, cricket was always a big part of my life. I was a pretty good runner at school. Then I started cycling. Cycling for me was a way to travel the world and to make a living. So I had a pretty good career.
I think you're underplaying it a little bit there. You had a glittering career as a cyclist, I think.
Yeah, I rode for South Africa for 11 years. I captained the team for 9. Went to the Commonwealth Games. I was at the African Games. The culmination of my career was probably the last 4 years that I rode for the Bala World professional cycling team. And I decided to come back at the end of 2006 to start working. I was 32 years of age at the time. I carried on riding a little bit in South Africa. I then switched to mountain biking predominantly. And then last year, just by chance, we were on a family holiday and I decided to go for a short run. Went out, I ran about 7 Ks. I got home and I'd run it under 30 minutes and everybody said, "Jeep, that's a great time, So, and I just started to run slowly. I did my first race in August where I finished up 3rd. It was a 20K race, and then I did another trail race in October, which was 50 Ks. I finished up 2nd in that, and then I decided to do a little bit longer. I did a 100K stage race in February. I finished up 2nd, and from that it's just been like a progressive thing of more, and it just kind of put me back into my cycling days now, and that mindset and just competing. I love it.
So in other words, the bug has bitten again, man.
Right.
Even if you're not a pro athlete, there are 2 things to take from Jock's experience. Firstly, keep moving. You will surprise yourself and find new activities you love. Secondly, when you switch to a new discipline, listen to your body and start slowly.
So now I'm guessing finding a balance with your career, with now a mushrooming sporting career again, it's got to be very difficult, man. Take us through a day in the life. How do you find that balance?
It's Graeme, it's tough. I wake up at 4 o'clock, I'm on the road at 4:30 to do a run. I get home at 7 o'clock. I try to put something down into my stomach every day, which really makes it easy for me is the protein fuel, 25, very high in protein, it's low in fat. So that helps me to recover. That's onto my work day, which normally finishes up at 6 o'clock. I need to go to the gym 3 times a week to do my core work and my stretching. And then on the weekend, it's normally a very long run or a race, or it's both.
Supplementation, again, now becomes a whole different story. You've got to be strategic. Endurance athletes, they walk a different path. You've got to be lean, you've got to be strong, and you've got to put back in what you're constantly taking out.
Look, as an endurance runner, 2 things are very important, and that is your carb loading, where I use Enduro Carb, to load a couple of days before that. During the event and during training, I use Sita Power. I use it every single day that I train. As a protein supplement, I use Recover Max, which works really well and helps me to recover.
You really have been able to crack that code in terms of the professional career as an individual athlete, managing those sponsor relationships, managing your timetable. What does it take to be successful at the highest level?
It takes a large amount of sacrifice, and it takes a long time as well. I had a sacrifice and dedication.
It's some of the most beautiful landscape in South Africa. I mean, you really do have the ideal office. You get to spend time in the beautiful outdoors, you're getting fitter, you're getting stronger. It's got to be a nice way to spend your time, man.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that makes those early morning wake-ups and all of the intervals and the sacrifices, and that makes it all worth it.
Thank you so much for your time. I now know how busy your day is, so I really do appreciate it. And I think you're probably going to inspire some more people to follow in your footsteps. Good luck. I think we're going to see some big things from you this year. I look forward to chatting to you again, man.
Thank you so much. Right, thank you.
Jock believes running is the greatest metaphor for life because you get out of it what you put into it. So get out there this summer and surprise yourself. Follow USN's 3 steps to build a super lean body with USN Pure Protein, FedraCut XT, and Creatine X4. USN, it's all about results.